Welcome in, everyone. We're back. Finding Value Fantasies here. Going to draft the Golden 2 before this thing closes. Single entry on Underdog. Excited to jump right in. First and foremost, thanks a lot for all the love recently. Got to 46 subscribers now. Pretty sick, man. I mean, obviously, most people would think, oh, that's nothing, but I like to see the progress. I've done it without like any major collabs, and I mean, obviously, there's no thing keeping me from doing that. I should definitely try to, but I'm proud of that at least, and I appreciate you guys for supporting that. But I'm gonna try to do some collabs because it not only helps me, but I think having connections with people in the space is not a bad thing. I kind of been flying solo, and it's not really the idea. It's like, oh, I want to use other people to help myself. It's like we're all doing some very niche things in the best ball space, and I should at least, you know, get along with everyone. And I'm great with everyone. I like a lot of people in the space. I should at least try to get them involved in what I'm doing and kind of at least try to establish some more connections and network with them a bit more. So, but yeah, I mean, that's the plan. But I love getting some of my friends on in real life and just having a good time. Span it, what's good? What's good? Good to see you. It's fun just to get people that you know and have fun on the stream with them. So that's what I'll continue to do. That's going to be the main thing I do, but I will definitely start sending out some messages to some other awesome content creators and see if anyone's interested in coming on, or even if I could just go onto theirs and chat with them and draft with them. It's always fun just to draft with different people, as I've alluded to a few times. So yeah, let's get into this Golden. Excited. Appreciate all the love. Like I said, 46 out of 50 subs to our goal. We are extremely close. Got some new ideas of some videos I want to come out with. I have another strategy video I'm going to come out with. Hope you guys are enjoying the Hound Dogs right now. I got 5 videos. I think 3 of them are out right now. Out and just trying to outline some strategies I'm doing in the Hound Dog. I did 5 different strategies, and hopefully we can kind of get that a little illustration at the end of the year of like what strategy worked the best this year, what strategy didn't work, and kind of stuff like that in the middle of FPC 125. It's good. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, I mean, it's just fun to going good. Values are insane. Yeah, I've heard some good things about the FPC stuff. Maybe I'll jump in one at some point and split with my split with some people. But fun stuff. Yeah, I mean, I really like what I'm doing, and I want to continue to put out some good content. Like I said, yeah, I'm gonna have a new strategy video out soon. By the way, we're 1 away from filling, so this will fill soon. But I have another strategy video coming out soon. That'll be pretty cool. I think it's a very fun strategy that I made a name for. I mean, I'm sure people have done it, like I said, but this is one of those things that like I could kind of put a name to it and something I just felt while I've been drafting as like a good strategy. It was a good strategy last year, and it just involves taking undervalued teams and kind of setting yourself up from the beginning of the draft to do so. And it's hard to implement, but I just did it a little earlier, and it was pretty not too difficult. Had a couple snipes, but like it wasn't too hard to implement. So I think it's something that is very doable. Not a super hard strategy to employ. And I mean, you don't have to, if you come into the draft and you don't think it's going to work, then don't do it. If you have a crazy quarterback value or crazy receiver value or something you have to take and it kind of derails you a little bit, then that's completely fine. But I think it's a fun strat. I think it has a lot of viability this year with the running backs being pushed down, receivers being pushed up, and I think you can take advantage of that with getting some awesome running back values while okay, I'm gonna have a late pick here. Get some awesome. I'm gonna 112. Is this 111? 111. Okay. Get some awesome running back values while at the same time being able to get strong tight ends, a strong quarterback core, and then a receiving core with upside if things go your way. And I think that's just a fun way to build and compound your bets. And if one hits, then you can kind of get the rest of them to go along with you. It's pretty sweet. All right, let me try to refresh here. Should be popping up with my overlay. Sort it out again. He goes there. Got Garrels and Puka at the 112 fun start. That's very fun. I like that start. All right, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to figure out my draft cap again. Some trouble with this thing. Very useful. I just want it to work every time I use it. So normal start so far. Monra goes ahead of JJ. Very normal so far. Ball goes. JJ goes. So we're gonna be looking at a pretty interesting start here. Take a look at what my last golden looked like. I think I started with JJ on this one. All right. We'll worry about this later. All right. Sorry about that. I'll figure it out in a second. Coming on the clock. Puka on the top of the board. We got Gibbs, Arvin. I'm getting a lot of Gibbs stuff recently. If I don't take Gibbs, I'm not getting a running back. Let's go Puka. Let's go Puka here. I don't think I'll get Gibbs. If I get Gibbs, I'll smash him. But yeah, I didn't think so. I was hoping I'd get Gibbs. I've been trying to get a little more Gibbies, but it's okay. So we get Puka and Harrison. I mean, let's take the chalk on that game. I'm down to do it. Obviously get the week 17 correlation, but it's not like I don't think everyone's going to have that because it's not like a chalk ADP combo. But I'm sure people will gravitate that way. All right, let's see if I can get this sorted now. Oh man, I want this to work. And pull it up again on Chrome. I think it's working better on the other browser right now. I might just do it on Mozilla instead. Sorry about this, guys. It's not unbearable, but just want to get this overlay going so you guys can kind of see the way it's intended to look for me on my end. Okay. Jawan Johnson or Hunter Henry. I'm going Jawan there, I think. I think I'm going Jawan Johnson there. So see how this is going so far. Nothing out of the ordinary yet. We got a lot of people starting double receiver with me. It's interesting why it doesn't work now. Get mine done. Yeah, you gotta get it before it fills with Jawan. Yeah, I'm big on Jawan this year. I like that they got I mean obviously Taysom Hill's there, but he doesn't really play the same position as Jawan, so I don't really think it matters. If anything, that might like take away from Kamara and Kendre and Jamal, but I'm not really big on Kamara anyways. So interesting. All right, Hurts goes at 30. So first quarterback off the board. Yeah, this thing is gonna fill pretty quick. It's already at what's 57%, so not bad at all there. All right, well, I'll have to sort this out later probably. All right, back on the clock here. All right, I'm about to worry about that later, but I'll get the draft caddy fixed for next draft. I'm not gonna worry about it anymore. I'm just gonna try to focus on this one. All right, okay. I know the week 17 correlations, anyways. I'll be all right. So Derrick Henry goes. We're looking at DJ Moore. A little bit of a DJ Moore fall. Travis Kelce. I don't think I'll get the triple. We get DJ Moore. I thought about going like for the Zay Lamar triple, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. So I'm not gonna force it. I'll take Kelce in the 4th round though, if available. But it's really hard for me to see that working out for me. I don't like it that much. This guy grabs like Kincaid or something. Like stays away from Kelce because I'll take Travis Kelce here for sure. Get my league tight end. Nice. Yeah, I'll take this for sure. Start off this team with Puka, Marvin Harrison, DJ Moore, Travis Kelce. Good start, honestly. Got a little bit of a value on DJ Moore. Got Travis Kelce at price, but I think this combo is probably going to be somewhat low. And even though DJ Moore does tend to fall more than the other guys, but I do like this start a lot. Getting 3 guys I can still stack, 4 guys I can still stack if I get Mahomes to come back to me. So fun start so far. All right, here we go. So that is fixed now. Hopefully. DJ Moore. Let's see if I got the thing there. James Cook a horrible pick at ADP. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of him, but I could see the upside. So I mean, the real answer is like he falls a lot. So yeah, I think at ADP is a bad pick because he's like actively falling right now most of the time. Like a lot of drafts I'm in, he's falling. So if I'm gonna take him, I'll take him after ADP. But I think he's fine. I mean, like we saw his upside last year. I think it was like week 14 or 13 or something. I don't remember exactly the week, but he popped off. Like I think it was against the Cowboys, he dropped like 170 yards or something, and like a touchdown. But like, it's not pleasing that they have a quarterback that can easily take the goal line rushes and a running back too that they picked up that could definitely be the goal line back. It's not. It does take a lot of his upside away, especially in half-point PPR. But I mean, there's a world where Ray Davis isn't very good, and they just try. Last year they tried to put Latavius Murray in, and like obviously he's not great. So out of his prime for sure. So it's hard to say that he can't outdo his ADP, but there's a lot of risk associated with the pick, I think, right now. But I would probably stay away from him at ADP, but like after ADP, I'm all for grabbing him personally. But it's just a hard pick at ADP to grab him. So this guy goes Pacheco, Mahomes. Okay. Lamar Andrews there. Chase Devonta Taylor. Only one badge guy. Interesting. A fun little draft here. All right, here we go. Back on the clock. All right, I mean it. I'm going to stop worrying about this. It's just annoying because I did sign up for it. I wanted to work, but it is what it is. Anyways. Hits goes. So we already have our tight end figured out. We got this guy stacked, his stacked digs. We got Kenneth Walker off the board. 3 running backs here is we are coming up on that range. Got Keenan Allen right in my lap to double stack. Caleb. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna yeah, let's do it, dude. Let's do it. I didn't know if I wanted to do it, but we're doing it. So let's go for it. Chicago plays, I believe. Who do they play in week 17? Trying to remember. That's why I wish I had my overlay, because then I wouldn't even question it. Is it it's not Detroit. Detroit plays San Francisco. Chicago plays should know this. It's kind of annoying that I don't, but we're gonna check. Seahawks Bears. I should know that. That's embarrassing. Seems fair. Just 100% of our game even seems thin. If he doesn't get touchdowns, poor pick offense. Be good though. Off him for now. At least he's falling. Yeah. That's the thing for me. Is like he's a good pick. If they're run heavy, he's probably a pretty good pick. If they're pass heavy, then it's hard to say if he's good, because even then they can be pass heavy. He can get a lot of receptions, and then he still gets his goal line opportunities punched. If he's the goal line back, he's a great pick. Like no matter what circumstance there is in, if he's the goal line back, he's a great pick. But there's a lot of risk that he's not the goal line back, and there's a lot of risk that some of his other work, his rushing work, could be taken away. That being said, like he's a guy that could bust off a 30-yard reception to the house. So he's an interesting pick regardless. More interested in the Rachaad White in that sense, but he's falling, so I just kind of not dying to take him unless I get him after ADP, or if I have Josh Allen and he falls like a couple picks, I'll just snag him up. Over Parkson worth drafting. I guess on a Ram stack, he's fine. I don't really have an interest in taking him. I just don't think the upside's there. And then Higbee comes back, and then you have a tight end too for like the rest of the end of the season. Like unless you're really sold on his upside, and you're like, if you're locked out at tight end, I guess there's worse things you can do. But at that point, I'd rather just take like a Giants tight end or something. But I don't know. Or Dulcich. But I mean, there's worse things you could do on like an Arizona team and like have a Parkinson bring back week 17, or you can throw him onto a Ram stack, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah. If you're desperate, I think he's definitely worth drafting. Yeah. If you don't have JT Sanders, if there's no, I mean, Jelani's been bolting up. We got Dulcich. I'm still not interested in Jelani. I'm going to let people chase that bottom half Stafford. Yeah. Yeah, I'd take Colby then. Yeah, I think if you're boxed out, he's fine. I don't really like taking him personally. But anyways, we're going to lock in for this rest of this draft. I'm not going to worry about this thing. I'll figure it out tomorrow. So on the menu, Kyler goes early. Burrow goes early, so people are maybe reaching at quarterback a little bit. It's just surprising that like over here is where we're getting the double quarterbacks here. Lamar, Burrow. Kittle at 71 is pretty fun here for this guy. He's got a nice start. A-Rich, CMC, Achane, Neighbors, Pickens, Thomas. Receiving room is pretty scary, but I feel like Brian Thomas and Pickens are very similar players. My thought is, I mean, I don't do this a lot, but like in a draft like this, like I could just bet on Chicago being amazing, and just kind of hope that that's the case. And if they are, then I have a very strong team. But I don't personally. I think one of these Chicago guys are probably overpriced, Keenan, Rome, or DJ. But now I have this world where like I kind of eat into my own contingency value where like if Rome gets hurt or Keenan gets hurt, and then I get the benefit of DJ Moore and Rome, just like it's good, but it's not great if like one of them is out for the season or something, then I don't really kind of benefit from any like, oh, maybe DJ Moore misses a game here, Rome misses a game here, DJ Keenan Allen misses 3-4 games, he goes on IR. Like I can benefit from that in a sense. And considering this is a smaller, like a 2016 final, I don't mind making a large bet on the Bears where like if I show up to week 17 with this team and the Bears have like 30 points, I might just like win the tournament just off that, just because I have all of the Bears points pass catching wise. So definitely considering like Komet as well. Week 17 correlation is definitely not as important on this one, so I need to not worry about it too much, even though I did kind of get that. Even then, this is a pretty fun game to stack around. So, but right now I feel pretty good saying like I get Caleb here on this team, hopefully, and then I have a double stack, or like I have my 2 top receivers, and then I have like hopefully 2 of these 3 hitting my lineup every week. Pretty fun start. JSN would be my pick typically, but he goes anyways. So I like Brooks a ton. So I'm definitely going 2 running backs in this range. And if someone wants to take Caleb ahead of AD, if someone wants to take Caleb from me, they can do it. I'm not going to reach and grab him here. I'm not going to, that's not really something I'm interested in doing. I want Brooks to be safe. I think I'm going to hope he doesn't take him. I'm going to go Najee here and then really hope this guy doesn't take Brooks, because otherwise I'll be kind of annoyed. So hopefully this guy leaves me Brooks, and then I'll get Brooks and Najee. Like I've cornered the market on the Bears, so if someone really wants to take Caleb, go right ahead, dude. I'll just take all the points from the Bears instead of Caleb and the Bears. So I could get something similar later if I have to. I hope I get them. I don't really want to deal with a non-stacked triple of Chicago, but you don't need it. And another thing I wanted to mention is like, I think I did a draft where I got double bye weeks on quarterback. It is a big deal. Like, you don't want to give those points. It definitely lowers your advance rate overall, but it truthfully, like, does not matter as much as you think it would if you have a good team, which is like, how are you going to know until you know? But there's definitely a world where like you can have no quarterback for like 3 or 4 weeks and make it. I have a team last year I could show you guys at some point, but I think I did several times last year during like some recap videos. Is like you could literally have 2 quarterbacks that aren't playing and still advance out of your pod. And like I had half of a season without my 2 quarterbacks, and that team still advanced into the next round. Obviously, it did make it farther than that because they were both out for the season, but like you could do it without having your quarterback there for every game. So don't feel like you're dead if you just went 2 quarterbacks and you stick 2 or 2 tight ends. You just don't want to. You just want to avoid it if you can. But I think at the same time, like just throwing every once in a while, throwing that in is not the worst thing, because who knows if like a week 10 double buys, like the combo of quarterbacks is really strong in the playoffs. So don't be afraid of doing it. Like if you have Lamar May, you're not dead. It's just not ideal to do that. But that being said, I mean, a lot of people are going to avoid that. So at the very least, you're at least getting something unique. But I wouldn't like go out of my way to go for that, because it is definitely suboptimal. So people are letting Rashi fall. If he somehow makes it to this turn, I would absolutely smash him as a pick as well. But obviously, Caleb is the high priority. That's nice for him. He gets Rashi, Pacheco, Mahomes. That worked out. He got really lucky that Rice fell. Otherwise, he would have been in a position that I've been in recently. It's not fun. With the unstacked Mahomes, pretty much. It's not a fun time. So obviously we have the Stafford backdoor stack, and then we have a lot of options late if we want to go that route. But we really, we have something we need, and I just hope that we're able to get it, and this room doesn't grief us. Took Dawson Knox. If he gets hurt, I'd rather have the upside of wide receiver star team. Probably nothing but Parkinson. Parkinson's probably next this year anyways. Yeah, I think it's fine. They're both probably similar bets. They're not going to do, neither of them are doing much for you in most scenarios. So I think you did a fine thing. So AD Mitchell was at 90, 117, ADP 97. So he's just grabbing it, make sure he get a stack. He is on the turn, so he's making sure he gets something with his Colts. Curious to see what kind of draft capital he spends at running back the rest of the way. Tend to see a lot of people make the mistake of going too heavy when they already spent 2. But McCaffrey, Achane's a really fun core of running back. You really don't need much around it. Maybe 1 or 2 more guys. Lindenberg, Mostert. 7 picks away by ADP. Caleb is definitely going to be available, but there is still a very possible reality that I don't get him back to me. And in that case, I would have to think about what I want to do afterwards. I like capping. Like, there's a lot of options with Bowers. You can cap off an elite tight end with like another semi-elite tight end, or you can cap off a 3 tight end build with some upside and grab Bowers as your first guy and grab 2 late, or you can go 2 mid-tier tight ends and have some extra juice with Bowers. Like, he's fun to just build in any way. So Bowers is on the menu here for sure. Obviously, Benson's pretty interesting as a running back prospect. B-Rob's pretty fun as well. Definitely a good running back range. So I got like 3 or 4 guys I'm interested in. And then hopefully I get my QB. Singletary goes. little bit of a running back run. Eckler goes over the rest of these guys. Birdie goes, okay. All right. Getting nervous still. It's not the end of the world, but I just don't want to deal with that happening. So I'm really hoping it doesn't happen. It'll never get old, man. Just like watching something happen and hoping you don't get sniped. It'll never it'll never get old where you're just like hoping. Curtis Samuel goes. Shakir's definitely on the menu. B-Rob goes. Definitely a guy I was hoping to snag. I have two decent running backs here, I guess, right? Ty J goes. Okay, so let's juice up. We have options. If he takes Bowers, that would kind of suck, but I just don't want to risk losing Caleb here, which is some stupid stuff. So I'm not going to risk losing. He's more important to this build than any of these guys are. But I will take probably one of these three next. So hoping Bowers is there, though. He's not there. Damn. Damn, bro. Got punished for doing that. Damn it, bro. All right, well, give me Shakir here. Gonna grab a Bills piece. Damn, that's... those are two guys that actually I was very interested in grabbing. But, I mean, you could probably make the argument that, like, Pry wasn't worth grabbing another tight end there. But I do like a build of Kelsey Bowers is pretty fun. But here's what it is. I will be getting Bowers shares. I'll be continuing to grab Bowers, so I'm not like afraid of it. Yes. Short answer, yes, but long answer is people have been taking him still. Like he's been drafted like if you're gonna give me a percentage of drafts he's been drafted, it's probably like 90. So people have been getting him in almost every draft. It's not like you're getting a discount, an injury discount. But he just got a little bit of like puff that he's definitely the number 2. And that was pretty evident already. But it was a little more murky just with the addition of Garendo. And they also added, I think, one more guy. I think it's like Cody Schrader or something. Yeah. So it's a little bit more murky, but he's definitely pretty obvious pick. Like he's like one of the best running back picks on the board. Like if he is the number 2, he's like one of the best running back picks on the board. Because we got a discount just because they drafted a running back. Like he was going around pick 130 to 150. So it's like a 70 pick discount just because like something happened, and you can make the argument that he should be back up there. So I think he's a great pick right now. Obviously, pay attention to what's happening. You can't like just assume he's a good pick and just roll with it forever. But as it stands right now, he's a very good pick. All right, so we could go with. So where'd Corum go? Like I feel like I've been missing Corum. Where is he going? 112 now? He just went early. Okay. I was like, I've been just missing Corum, and I feel like I haven't touched him. But he's there. Okay. Not a fun range at running back. Not as fun as it was before. We have the back stack. We could kind of do like the stacking thing that I usually do. So yeah, I might go with that that Bryce Young back stack and maybe grab like Stafford as well. Not my favorite way to go. So maybe I'll go Bryce Young and like throw May in with a piece or two. Problem is I don't have a lot of slots left at running a receiver because I'm pretty much utilized as much as I can there. Josh Palmer goes. I mean, dangerous. Yeah, this is a single entry. So I think there's a world where that is more like not optimal, but like you can make a team bet a little bit easier in a small tournament with a small final, where you don't have to get one thing right. Where you're just like Chicago rolls in week 17, you know, and then you're there. So this isn't something I do often, but like it's kind of fun to. I mean, there's no binary way to win. But tournaments do matter. Like the tournament structure matters, and then second of all, trying different things is like the best way to diversify your portfolio. So this is something I don't try very often, but I do. It's interesting for sure. I prefer getting 2 at max, like 2 receivers, and then maybe I grab Komet or Swift or Roshan or something. But I don't hate what I'm doing here. So, but agree. I like wild swings. Yeah, I know you do. I know you do, Christopher. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, I haven't done it yet, and you're not gonna get this stack very often because either Keenan's not gonna fall to you, DJ Moore's not gonna fall to you, or like you maybe get sniped on Caleb. So definitely worlds where that just doesn't. You just can't get all 3. So that'll be pretty rare. So Leggetti goes, so I can't go that route anymore. I can go Judy and get Watson. Right, let me take Gus first. Like I'm not gonna not opposed to that value. And I don't hate grabbing Chubb. Judy goes. So I just say I think we just say fudge quarterback and figure it out later for now. Unless you want to grab unstacked Herbert and stack him with like QJ. Like it's a little bit sketchy there in terms of if I'm gonna get him. Let's grab Chubb. Don't really grab Chubb much, but we'll get different with this one because I mean I like to get weird on the single entries. Definitely not a build I like or I go for often, but I like what I've gotten so far. Like I got a good value on Gus. Chubb's on the way down, so I don't really consider this much of a value as much as just like the contest is going to close soon. People aren't going to get Chubb much past 134 anyways, and if he gets good news, he's going to move up. I've been taking a lot more Foreman and Ford. Once again, I think there's an odd man out there, whether it be Ford, Foreman, or Chubb. Chubb, the only way he's the odd way out is obviously if he Chubb could be out for like the season, could be out longer than expected. Stafford goes early too. Jesus. Okay. Might have to be rethinking my quarterback strat. After Caleb hits, I think all 3 are hitting fairly good over the year. It's all on Caleb. Yeah, exactly. That's why I have Caleb. So I'm glad I got him, and I think it makes sense. But I still want 2 more quarterbacks for sure, and I just don't know where I want to go with them. Options are definitely dwindling. But I mean, I'm gonna take 2 of these last tiers of guys, or like probably 2. Maybe you can argue 1 because I'm making that big of a bet on Caleb. But I like grabbing 2 with a piece like in the hundreds. I'd like grabbing 2 just to really have a strong quarterback room. Cool. See how many full stack Chicago teams are in gold. Not too many. Probably not a lot. But I like attacking it this way for sure. Single entries are fun. Like just think about like the fact that like all these tournaments, there's gonna be 10 people that are gonna go home with 4 figures. Like honestly, you might not think that's a lot, but like that's cool. I mean, that's pretty cool. Like that 10 out of this 500, 5,600, 16 entrants are like 10 of them are gonna go home with 100x. That's pretty cool, or more. Like that's pretty dope. I mean, it's cool to do that. I'm glad that they're doing more single entry contests because I like them because it gives me a better chance just to win a contest. But also, like, you know, there's going to be a lot of winners, whether they're the same people or different people every time. Who knows? But like, it's cool just to, like, have way more winners. Like, there's going to be a ton of winners all across the board, and that's extremely fun. So. Like Herbert and QJ are on the menu. Don't think they're gonna fall. quarterback team's crown crushed 2 years ago. Yeah. I can't even remember where Allen was going that year. He hope it's that big. Only need one more quarterback. Yeah, you're probably right. Depends on who I'm taking. If I take May, I probably want to grab Nix or something, or like another guy. But if I'm taking like Baker, probably can stop. I just don't know where I'm gonna go with this last one. Just depends on who's available right now. In a kind of weird spot. I don't hate going the Baker route. Can backstack Baker pretty easily. I don't hate that at all. Maybe I'll go that route and stop. Take your advice here. Well, Polk's there. It's a no-brainer. Where I'm going, obviously, Komet's kind of interesting. Like, is it worth taking Komet on this team? Like, I'm already making that big of a bet on. Like, is that too thin? Like, is grabbing Komet here too thin? I don't think so. It's a lot of damn capital, but I don't know if it's thin because it's just a tight end and it's my second tight end. Like, it doesn't matter that much. But I'm tempted to grab Komet and just be done. But it also makes my back stacking a little harder. Let me grab Polk here. So I have my back stack available. But I don't know, it's hard to say. Like, is Komet an awful pick here? I don't think he is. Like, you're just tacking on a tight end. He's gonna get some touchdowns. Like, it's just a tight end. Like, it's just my second tight end. Doesn't matter that much. Is there a world where they all 4 hit? Probably not. Does it matter in this tournament? Maybe. I'm gonna skip Komet. I'm gonna go Jalen Wright instead. Let's get another upside swing at running back. Yeah, I'm skipping. If he comes back, I'll take him. Otherwise, I'll wait. I have Kelsey. At that point, it was just a luxury pick where it's like, whatever, I don't really care. So I could have gone that route, but like, you don't need to. But I think it probably is too much just because that's 3 top like 6 picks on the same team, and then you're like 10th round quarterback. Yeah, 9th round quarterback, and then you got 3 of your top 6 picks as the same team. So probably too thin. I mean, if you're wanting Caleb to smash, like, it's probably like Komet's gonna have some games. I'm sure he's gonna have some 2 touchdown games or 1 touchdown games. So like, it probably doesn't hurt from a correlation perspective, but in terms of like, I'm probably hemorrhaging some value for sure if I'm taking all 3 of them plus Komet, where like I'm losing some projectable points just because I have too many Bears, like too many cooks in the kitchen. Whereas if you do that with the Patriots and you're grabbing Drake May, Polk, Douglas, Henry, Baker, and those are your last 5 picks, like, what do you got to lose there? Like, not much. You're not losing anything. And if anything, like, you're free rolling the Patriots with Brissett, and then if May shows up, like, you're very strong. Team tight end means someone else can be on wide receivers sometimes. I can see that. It's tough though. It's tough to think about. It's obviously, yeah. I think it's more so like Komet's just like gonna get a touchdown here and there, and he's gonna help my tight end room, even though I have Kelsey already. But in that perspective, if like Komet gives me 2 touchdowns, like, that means one of DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, or Rome are getting there. And I like with this team, I probably want 2 of these guys to be in my lineup like every week, which I think is not unreasonable at all. And obviously, like, if Keenan goes down, Rome's gonna pick up the slack. If DJ goes down, Keenan Allen or Rome are gonna pick up the slack. So like, I'm kind of insulated in that way, even though it's like you don't really want to handcuff your own players, but it is interesting to think about. Like, if DJ Moore misses a couple of games, like, I still have this amazing production at the receiver. All right. Are you just referring to like a 1 week sample? Then I agree with you in that sense, yeah. All right. Lots of options here. Otten's probably off the table now. Jawan's definitely in the mix. Where's Jawan? Or is it right at the top of the queue? Okay. So I might not get any of these guys here or up top, but I do have options still. I can get my second Patriot. Stafford's obviously long gone. Henry would be nice to grab. Looks like he's about to go. Yep, he goes. So I could still get double stacked up there. Rodgers is also gone. Ooh, running out of backstack options for tight end. So I'm really hoping I get Jawan personally. I think he's pretty important. Not like extremely important, but kind of a good piece for this build. It's like I can go like backstack Levis, but that's just really gross. I would, yeah, Carr, Jawan, and like May is pretty sick here. So hopefully this guy leaves me Jawan Johnson. He does need tight end pretty badly. Fields it is. I don't think I'll have to take Fields. I think I'm good. Let's see though. This room is pretty hungry at quarterback. So let me get Jawan, and then let me get my other Patriots receiver, and then yeah, I think I'll be feeling pretty good. I'll go Douglas here again. So we don't really need to worry about him anymore. Baker's off the menu since Otten went. Bucky also went. So give me Douglas here, and then hope that Carr comes back. I mean, we have some insulation. We got Fields at top. We got Levis there, McCarthy, Young. We got the 5th and 6th quarterback on the list now. So feel fine about that. I'm glad that guy reps fans. Do you have Gino already? Does not. So yeah, quarterback actually kind of went early. So I'm hoping these guys are going to be chill with quarterback. Yeah, I like Bucky. I'm hoping Bucky will get the job done. Is this guy going to auto-pick a second pick? Okay. Well, he has pick. Makes sense. I'll grab Douglas here. Just hope that Carr comes back. Otherwise, I mean, we have May there, and we could stop if we want. But I'd like to get Carr and May. And then that'd be it. So yeah, I probably need to not go double here. I probably just go Carr and say whatever, or just go May only. I guess we're betting on Caleb coming out of the gate swinging. It's probably fine. By week 7, is May in? Maybe, maybe not. Tough decision here. I don't know. But I kind of would like to have another running back on this team. Let's see. Yeah. Last year I grabbed some Sean Tucker. I know you were loving Sean Tucker, so I ended up grabbing a good chunk at the very end, and that was very bad. So I'm hoping Bucky gives us redemption, and we both get a nice Bucky year. Hoping Bucky does what we wanted last year's Tucker to do. All right, Rondell Moore goes. Baker goes. Yeah, I mean, I really probably should get a running back as well, because this is pretty thin. I mean, I have Chubb maybe gone for a while. Brooks could miss a few weeks too. That was awful. Yeah, but I mean, Rachaad White was still at least did the job. But yeah, they have it atrocious. It was like every running back on the Bucks was bad. Like it was really sad. Yeah, you're probably right. Definitely need to go one quarterback. I can't go 2, even though I wanted to. I just got to go Carr here, and then I'm going to grab one of these running backs hopefully. So as long as I can get one of these running backs and Carr, I'll feel pretty good. But no guarantee that happens. Yeah, like I heard, I know they had like one of the worst lines in the league, but the bet was that they would at least get something, but he just wasn't good enough. Tucker wasn't good enough, and then same with put him in the doghouse. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he was an okay bet. It just sucks. Like, took a lot of dead roster spots, but that's the name of the game. Sometimes it's like I want to avoid dead roster spots, but sometimes they're hard to avoid. It's like they tried everything. Like they tried Rashad White with Chase Edmonds. They tried Rashad White with Tucker, and then just nothing worked. And then I would just keep giving Rashad White the ball. Like they didn't want to do it. They wanted to get the ball to someone else. That's why I'm hoping Bucky gets there. And yeah, their O-line was bad. Not wrong. They were able to pass it though, which is surprising. They just can't run. I don't know. I just think the running backs were just not good, and then their line wasn't helping them either. And Rashad White is like not that good to P Ryan do it. I'm not touching P Ryan until like I know anything about it. Like it's not worth it. There's no reason for me to take P Ryan yet. But it's just worth it. That's right. Yeah, I know. A lot of people like that. We got Tank Bigsby. But even then, like, it wasn't like clear that it wasn't. I don't think it was abundantly clear he was like the number 2 running back or anything. And those are the bets we want to make. Like, we don't really want to take a bet on a guy that could be the running back 3 week 1. I think it was done way earlier. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing as Tank. Like Tank got steamed up. He sucked, and then he didn't do good. All right, give me Elijah Mitchell, hopefully. I mean, I guess I could take Clyde too. I'm fine with that, I guess, but I go with Rendo. Typically, I would like reach down, but I feel like I got a pretty unique build already, so I'm not gonna like, go on my way to reach. And I'm going to assume this guy's not going to take Carr for me, so I'm gonna go up Elijah Mitchell first, and then I'll take Carr. Yeah, a lot of duds. I mean, like one of my big mistakes last year is I took a lot of like those ambiguous running back 2s, and like that's a big mistake. That's why I'm trying to not do that this year, even though I've done a little bit of like Rasheen Ali stuff. But usually if I'm gonna do that, it's like due to an injury or something, or if like I have a reason to like go for a long shot in a low stakes, or like a tournament that's about to end, and I'll take a shot on a player that's low owned. I like doing that too. But so Jake May goes anyways. Wow, it's got 4 quarterbacks, bro. This is the guy that sniped me on Bowers. Four quarterbacks to Josh Allen. All right. I couldn't get May anyways if I wanted to. But yeah, I'll take Derek Carr there. Pretty fun squad, honestly. Yeah, the thing about Tank is like I don't know if I want to even go for him again, because it's like once they like show what they're capable of, it's hard to like just jump back in and do it again, you know. It's like when they're a rookie, it's different. When like, okay, we'll give them a chance, see what happens. But like when they show they can't do anything, it's like that's when it's like, dude. And not only did he not do anything, he made a lot of mistakes. What is going on here? People taking Penix in here? And Garendo? I mean, I guess you're unique, but what if Michael Penix to Rondale Moore and Algier and Bijan? Oh my God, this guy is triple condoming this one. Holy moly. Wow. Handcuffed Cousins. Handcuffed Bijan. I'm stunned. That's why you got your single injury bullets in, guys. A lot of new players in here. And it's good. And to be clear, it's good for the game, like to have people that don't really know exactly what they're doing. Obviously, we want people to get informed and to be smart. But like, if people are just having fun, just ripping a draft, like whatever, dude. Have fun. I'm going to try to scoop up the EV if I can. and hopefully I can take advantage of it. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll be the guy that gets last in this room, but hopefully I can at least do something to my advantage and build a good team. Like, if Caleb doesn't hit, this team's probably dusted, right? But like, it's not a safe team by any means, but I have a clear like route to victory, and it's fun. Bet on Caleb to do good. It's kind of fun. I don't have a team. Let me close this and pull it up on the other screen here. All right, here we go. I am definitely trying to get more T-Law this year. I'm going to try to get a lot of T-Law, I think. I think there's an opportunity with those like pocket quarterbacks for sure, like the Herbert, T-Law, Tua, those guys. Like, I think there's like, I don't know, like I'm thinking of ways I want to build with them, and I've like thought of some pretty fun ways to do it. There's definitely an opportunity with those guys, like whether it be 1 or 2 or 3. Like, there's a big opportunity with that group of guys, the Tua, Herbert, T-Law, Cousins, Range, like those guys. Like there's some nice picks there. Big fan of that. So I hope T-Law is a smash. I like him a lot. But yeah, like I said, strategy video coming out. Wide receivers, ETN, Ingram, love it all. I like the receivers the most. Well, I don't mind. I mean, I was big on ETN last year. I haven't been taking him a lot, but I probably should sprinkle him in because he's about the same price as he was last year, if not cheaper. Yeah, about the same price as he was last year. So I mean, probably should give some more looks to ETN. He's probably a blind spot, so I'll be trying to look at him a bit more. But yeah, fun draft. Caleb Williams, Derek Carr, Najee Harris, Jonathan Brooks, Gus Edwards, Nick Chubb, Jalen Wright, Elijah Mitchell. A little bit thin at running back, but I do think it's enough. Like, I think Najee, Gus are getting work right away. Brooks, if he's healthy, he's getting work right away. Chubb, whenever he's healthy, he's getting work. Jalen Wright, obviously like a handcuff, and Elijah Mitchell more handcuff. So really what I need is like one of Brooks or Chubb to play early, and I think one of them probably will. And then this team's looking pretty strong. We'll have 3 like somewhat anchor-ish running backs. Like somewhat anchor in the sense of like getting touches. So got Puka, Marvin Harrison, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Robert Dunze, the triple stack Chicago, Khalil Shakir, Jalen Polk, and Demario Douglas as a double little juice at receiver. The Patriots hit, get a little bit of juice at receiver that way. Got Jawan Johnson, got a mosquito flying on my screen as well. Got Travis Kelce, Jawan Johnson at tight end. Brooks to be fine. Yeah, I think so too. That's why I'm smashing him. But yeah, fun squad. Hopefully this one takes down the Golden 2.